Hey guys, welcome to an awesome new video. As you guys know, this is day 2 of the double uploading series for the month of July. I'm going to be double uploading every single day. So shout out to you guys who are here watching. And today I'm going to show you a workflow that can help you make more money with print on demand. So let's go ahead and get into this. This is video number 1 of today, and I'm going to make this a 2-part series. So video 1, and then somewhere in the link in the description, you will see video number 2 if you want to continue. The first part is where we do some niche research and where we do a design creation live. A very, very simple design creation. Not like some of my other ones. Super, super simple, but can produce an awesome side passive income. A little side note is all of the designs that I create, I'm never trying to knock out of the park. And what I mean by that is I'm never trying to hit a home run every single time. Now that might sound bad, but really I'm not trying to, and to put things into perspective, I have a design, for example, I think my most profitable design on Redbubble generates about $320 roughly dollars a month. That's just one design. One product generates that much per month. It's on the first page of a very, very well searched term, and it generates about that much every single month. And by the way, it's not a premium account. It's one of those ones where they take the fees out of. But it is what it is, right? And so that's one of the accounts, one design. I'm not trying to do that every time. I'm trying to create designs that, just do good enough and generate a passive income gradually, because I'm never only going to settle for only creating 5 or 10 designs. I'm going to create hundreds, thousands, millions over my lifetime. So I'm not really trying to force myself to create one really profitable one. So I'm going to go ahead and share with you guys. I have this design here of a fish that I went ahead and created for Fantasy Labs that I'm going to be using live in front of you. If you're not sure what Fantasy Labs is, it's where I share different graphics, assets, colors, patterns, you name it. Not colors, what am I talking about? But patterns, graphics, designs, canvas designs. Just so many different images on Fantasy Labs, and one of the images is this fish. And I thought, what if I made a fishing club shirt or a fishing club design that can be used for a multitude of purposes, right? So it's super easy. It's not going to be difficult. Let me show you how I'm going to do it. So the first thing I did was I did a search for the term fishing club shirt and referred to Google traffic. We can see here some of the details behind the volume of the keyword, right? The search volume, and we can see different keywords related to it, right? So we have fishing club shirt with 30 search volume. We have red tuna shirt club, 590 search volume. Fishing team shirts, 370 search volume. Of course, Sam's Club fishing shirts, 110. Sam's Club habit shirts, 90. And so on. And you have a whole bunch of different keywords here. But specifically, fishing club shirt gets 30 searches on average in the last, not in the last month, but on average. And you could see here, they do average, some months you get 70 search volume, some months you get 20, some months during the summer, the hotter months, get a little higher, 50, 70. So let's go ahead and take a look at the SERP. And the SERP represents the people, the links that ranked. So here we have a TeePublic link. I'll go ahead and open that up. Here we have an Etsy link. And here we have some other ones like Youngstown Clothing Co., and then we have Zazzle. Let's open up all of these. We even have Redbubble coming in at number 2. Here in TeePublic, we have some fishing club shirts. Let's go ahead and take a look at these. Okay. Some pretty cool ones, I'm not going to lie. And then let's go to the next page. This is a Etsy link here with a whole bunch of different designs here. Pretty cool. And here we have a design called Youngstown Clothing, right? You could kind of see the design there. It's got a back and a front to it. And then here we have another set of designs from Zazzle, which you got a bunch here. And then here we have Redbubble. I mean, a ton of different Redbubble designs. And so right now we did the research. We know that there's demand out there, and we also know that there's a whole lot of competition. So what we're going to do is we're going to create different designs just like this, and we clearly see that there's a market. Now, I created this design in Leonardo, and Leonardo AI is the tool that helped me do that. So I'm going to share with you the prompt to do that, and you guys can attempt creating some yourself. You could see I created a whole bunch of different ones here, and I was working on some logos and things like that. If you want to save time and not have to create any kind of designs like these and have them created for you, obviously Fantasy Labs is the way to go. A little FYI, I'm limiting the amount of visitors, or not the amount of visitors, the amount of subscribers to Fantasy Labs at 50 total people. So for example, if 50 people join every single month, and one person cancels and there's one spot open, then only one person will be able to join. So right now we're way less than 50 people who are joined into Fantasy Labs. And part of the reason why it makes sense to do that is because you can't keep the graphics open to everybody, but it just so happens that there's very low demand for something like this. So if you're interested and you need some graphics or something like that, you can check out Fantasy Labs, which you'll get access to all the different graphics that I personally am creating. So let's go ahead and create this design, and I'm going to go ahead and get started. So I'm going to add the word fishing and club here, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look at the design. Making it as easy as possible, I can just trim this aspect right here, and then those lines that I didn't like are effectively gone. I have also some lines on the left-hand side right there, and some graphic stuff on the right-hand side. And, sometimes with the AI art, it's not 100% perfect, but it actually looks really good in my opinion. And, we have like a yellow tint on this fish. We also have black. And I can look at all these other designs here for, I guess you could say entertainment, but also inspiration. I could take a look at some of these fishing club designs. This has Atlantic Dream, King of Catch Fishing Club, 1971. It's interesting to me why they always include the dates. Of course, there's certain dates when the fishing clubs were I guess you can say made, but today I'm going after a general kind of use one. So first thing we're going to do is let's go over some fonts. So I like this font. I want to see how it will look in a all capital, okay? And then what I could do is go in here into effects and add a curve to it. If it applies, sometimes it doesn't make sense to add one, sometimes it does. And whenever I'm interested in making the design look slightly better, I kind of just test things. I'm not always, I don't always have all the answers. I'm always learning, try to learn how to create better designs, but let's go ahead and take a look at this. So here we have, let's say, the word fishing, and I'm not saying that it's going to stay that way. I like to, alter different things and change the way things look. Let's go ahead and pick the font here that we were using earlier, and see, something like this just wouldn't look good in my opinion, so I might want to alter that. So here, you could see here with this effect, I have a very little curve. I have an 18-degree curve here. Here I can go ahead and maybe even add such a slight curve, maybe like a 15 or maybe even a little bit less, might work a little bit better. Now, this is a boxed image, right? So it's behind the text. So if I go like this and I position it forward, you'll see the text is gone. The only way I can kind of manipulate this is if I edit my background. So I go over here to edit image, remove the background, and hopefully it will remove the things that I want it to remove. And sometimes with Canva, and I'm specifically using Canva for this, sometimes you might not always get the answers. Now, FYI, while this is doing its thing, the software that I'm using here is called Mangles, and I'll leave a link in the description if you decide that you want to use it and actually pay for the product. It applies I think like a 40% discount if you get the yearly version of it, something like that, but I'll leave that link in the description for the search tool. But anyways, let's go ahead and restore some of this white color into the fish. You could see here that's kind of what I'm looking for. I don't want it to be fully translucent because when it goes onto a t-shirt, I do want it to have that white color to it. Okay, so I just think it will look better overall on a white t-shirt. And you could see here I'm just coloring in some of these different colors, and don't be afraid to zoom in. Sometimes it's actually hard to tell what exactly is going on because the background is transparent and it's about the same color of exactly what we're doing here. So let's go ahead and just color over these. Don't be afraid to change the brush size right there. And like I said, guys, if you're watching this and you're enjoying it so far, don't be afraid to watch part 2 and even part 3 even. Who knows? We might add a lot of different parts. The nice thing about doing these daily uploads, double uploads, is that I'm committing to, creating this content. So not everything has to be uploaded in the same video, right? So I'll leave part 2 in the description box down below. But we're almost done here with this color editing kind of thing going on. And let's see, this part is going to be a little weird. Maybe the best thing that I could do is add some sort of black line over there to kind of close out the image of the fish. And I'm talking about in this section here. I'll kind of show you what I'm talking about. It's right here, like something like that. But for now, I will just kind of close this out kind of like that. And let's add some of that white here. Let's move this way. Okay, just like that. And yeah, I think that's about good. Let's go ahead and zoom out here. And I will actually share the prompt of the fish. I forgot to share it real quick. The prompt is, where is the fish? Is this one it? I believe this one is it, but let me just make sure 100%. Yep. This one is it. There we go. The prompt is, let's see here. A Starry Night design of a graffiti paint splatter gold fish logo. Paint splatter UHD, Luminous Studio, graphics engine, bright colors, black background. And of course the negative prompt, incorrect hands, extra limbs, extra fingers, fused fingers, missing facial features, low quality, bad anatomy, missing limbs, missing fingers, scary, ugly. There you go. So that's the prompt that went ahead and aided us in creating this epic design. So what I can do is, because this section of the fish is kind of wonky, it's a little weird because it doesn't end, and if I create this color background, we're gonna see where the fish kind of goes. By the way, this part is translucent, so I do have to edit that in the background remover. I don't like the fact that I already removed the background, so I have to do it again, but I have to go in and edit all this kind of nonsense here. I wanted to kind of fix the way that looks. I'm going to have to hit restore here. Just bear with me, guys. So let me increase the size of this brush. I'm going to have to edit this video. and let's upload it. And now you can kind of see the difference as to how it looks. Clean up the edges here. Just like that. Okay. Now, there we go. Now we can take the text, send it to the back, switch the color of this background, right? Kind of like this, if we wanted to. Let's just make it purple just for now. And we have this text right here. We can switch the angle of the fish. So it can be something like this, for example. Make this white. Kind of bring this down kind of like that. Maybe enlarge the size of this. And that's a decent fishing design just like this. I can even add more detail to it. But once again, I'm not looking for something too intricate. If anything, I could change colors of some of the text. So I can do something like this. I can add an effect here. And I can go with something like this. Can do the same thing here. Let's add this color. Let's go into the effects. And set something like this up. So there's a lot of different things I could do, but this is a decent design. And since the design is now created, we have different elements that we need. The design is created, like I said, we did the keyword research. Now we can start uploading it onto our other websites. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and jump on here to my other accounts, and I'm going to start uploading these to some demo accounts here on this channel. So I'm going to post the video first, and then I'll leave a link in the description to the next video. So I'll see you guys in part 2.